Today I'm putting up a fence, getting some holes dug here, and we are using a machine made by General. It's called the 550 Digger Mobile. They're kind of rare. Um, they are really a handheld transmission unit, two-man outfit that has been permanently boxed in and welded in into a fixed unit. It's on a trailer. This is how it came. They're very heavy duty. There's spikes you can probably see on the side that you can use the chains to actually anchor the thing down with if you want to, if you have a lot of rocking around and stuff. I don't have any use for that right here. I got it with a 12-inch bit. I bought an 8-inch and a 10-inch from some guy in Kentucky. I live in Indiana, so I had to drive a fur piece to get it. Now, the augers are not all that common. You can still get them, but to get them used, they're really not all that common. It's a 1 3/8 inch hex style input bit, and it just uses a pin, about a 1/4 inch pin through there. And they are kind of hard to find. You can still order the augers, but the reps are kind of hard to get a hold of, and they're kind of few and far between. But this is a really heavy duty unit. I leave it hooked up to the tractor. This is my great grandpa's 106. I rebuilt the motor myself one time, so it was completely professionally done by me, ASE Master Certified, and it turned out fantastic. Other than that, we really haven't done much to it. And I would recommend, if you use this unit, to leave it hooked up to your tractor or truck, because it does rock around a lot. Especially where I'm at, there's a lot of bricks and fill in here and concrete. As I use this, you might see it kind of rock around and stuff. It's because there is a ton of garbage in here. This was a low-lying area, and at one point in time, they added, they really built in brought in a whole bunch of fill. It's bricks and concrete and gravel and coal ash, glass. It's just kind of a mess. So it does rock around a lot, and to move it by hand is really back-breaking, and it's hard to get it. I mean, it's hard to get it back into places with the tractor, but it's not worth taking your back out. So if you got one of these, or you're going to get one, leave it hooked up to your tractor. It just work a whole lot better. It's got a Tecumseh. I believe it's a 4-horsepower motor, if I remember right. It's got a carburetor leak right now. There's like a drain plug on there that's got a little O-ring, that's rubber O-ring that's messed up. That's a good thing to do in the winter time. So right now I need it, and I don't have time to mess with it, but it works really great. If you do hit something tough with it, there's some kind of a clutch inside of here that will stop, and you can pull the wheel back up real quick, and it'll go again. And then you just try again. Other than that, if it sticks again, usually I pull it out and see what's down there. Usually a big old rocker or brick. To adjust the thing, you want to make sure that it's level. I've got mine level right now, and I keep a little level with me. And this way is adjusted by this bar here. I finally got it lubed up, and it's finally worked its way loose pretty good, so it's pretty easy. Now on the back here, there's an adjustment to adjust the level this way. That's not as adjustable. So there's only 5 holes here for that adjustment, and so you kind of have to leave it in the middle. You know, I do have it adjusted pretty good right now. It's right on. So it's really not in a hole, so you kind of have to watch it that it doesn't wiggle back and forth and go to one of the other extremes, one of the other holes. It would be kind of nice if they would have put an adjustment on one side or the other for that adjustment, but it is what it is. Originally, this had a throttle right here, and you could adjust the motor throttle by doing that. Now that's broken a long time ago. That sounds like another good wintertime project. I've had this for quite a while. It's kind of a big thing to store, but man, when you got to put in fence posts, this is the tool. To put the auger down and move the wheel, you notice I can't move it right now. There's a handbrake in here that you lift up on that you can move it up and down. If the soil is fairly easy soil to go through, generally speaking, all you have to do is lift up on the arm and just kind of up and down just a little bit, and just move it just a little bit at a time, and it'll walk itself down. I mean, it's really that easy. You always want to be on the machine when you're using the machine. That's what they recommend. Danger, operator must stand on platform. So there's yeah, and it's really tall, so you have to look for electrocution hazards and that type of thing. Of course, always call 811 before you dig to check out for utilities and that kind of thing. And I have done that. So right now we're going to fire it up and show you how it works. Hopefully I won't hit too much garbage down here and make myself look foolish, but we'll see what we got here. And I always wear ear protection because it's not real loud, but it never hurts to be safe. Now obviously I'm hitting something pretty hard down there. That's been the standard fare for this yard on this job. So I'll lift it up and go forward a little bit to get the obstruction out. And if you don't have a bunch of bricks and stuff in your yard, this goes really quickly. These other holes went really had 2 or 3 that went really pretty smooth. I only had to stop a couple times. And so I'm going to back this up right now and pull whatever obstruction is out, and we'll continue forward. Okay, here's some of what we ran into in that hole I was just trying to do for you. So obviously there's no auger in the world that's going to go through that. Well, none that I can afford anyway. A good tip for how to get through this is we took, and I've got a hammer drill over here with a big long bit. What you do is you put that down the hole, you take the handle off so you can get it down in there, drill a hole through it, and then you take a big rock bar. This is a really nice rock bar. A buddy of mine let me borrow it. Shove it down the hole and pry it out. If it's not going to pry out. If your dirt is really hard, you can just keep smashing away at it until it finally comes apart. And if it's really hard concrete and it's really hard dirt, you can just make Swiss cheese of the rock with this thing and just keep drilling holes and drilling holes and drilling holes, and then use your rock bar to get down in the hole and just ram it down in the hole. It'll split it apart and you can pull out chunks. So that's my system. that I've been using. Hopefully that helps somebody else out, because this is going through concrete and stuff is just a nightmare. So let's back this thing up and let's see if we can make some progress this time. See if she's level. Okay, see what's back in that hole. There we go. Rock and roll. Okay, that's about all the further that I need to go down. As you can hear, it kind of stopped a couple times. I was hitting a couple of big chunks of stuff. Sometimes they'll bust loose out of the hole, sometimes they won't. But considering what I'm going through, it really, you can see it's pretty effortless job. You can get cutter bits for these augers. They are still available through General if you want to replace the cutting tips on the end of the augers. That's a good idea to do. I replaced mine, and it's just amazing how much faster that it cut through for me. So that's all I have. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully this helps a few people out.